Hello, friends, crafters, and stampers. My name is Sarah Chatello McGuire. Welcome to my Friday Facebook Live on a Saturday morning. I lost power yesterday. Normally, I go live every Friday, and we lost power yesterday. This room, I have a big window in front of me, but this room gets really dark in the afternoon when the sun's not out. So it wouldn't have been much fun to be crafting in the dark, even though I did attempt it a little bit without power. Power finally came back on. My warmer's back there behind me. We are up and running. So I want to welcome you to my Friday Facebook Live on a Saturday. And hello, if you are watching the replay on YouTube. I don't go live on YouTube yet. I'm working on it. I do post a video though every Monday. This Monday we will not have a video, unfortunately. Sorry about that. But I'm going to try to throw one up this week sometime. So I am a preschool para. We are on summer break finally. I do have to go in on Tuesday for like a room cleanup day, but after that, I'm on summer vacation. So hopefully I can get things organized around here and get things put together. I have a super cute project for you today. I'm trying to pull up comments and talk at the exact same time. If you're watching, say hello. If you're watching the replay, hashtag replay. So I do have a super cute project for you today that I will show you in just 1 minute. I just want to quickly mention before May 31st, if you want the best deal Stampin' Up! Has to offer, you have to get in before Tuesday. I believe May 31st is Tuesday. And this is the in color starter kit. I have a little flyer here. So normally our starter kit is $99 and you get $125 worth of product. It's still the same price. You still get the $125 worth of product, but you also get 4 in color products, the grid paper, the cardstock, the designer series paper, and all 5 in color ink pads absolutely free. I can't believe how good of a deal this is. Everybody should do this. There is no selling required. There are so many benefits to joining Stampin' Up! And to joining my team. I would love to chat with you about it. So if this is something that interests you, please reach out to me and we can chat and see if joining is right for you. Okay, I'm going to turn off my camera now and flip you around to my desk and we will work on this really cute project. So all week we have been talking about graduation, teacher gifts, because I'm in the education field, so it's the end of the year. Let me put that in there. Oops. Hold on, I lost my picture. Here we go. All right, sorry about that. There is the project we are working on today. Make sure it's up a little bit so I don't bump it. Good enough. All right. So we've been talking about graduating, teacher gifts, things like that. This, to me, I love coffee and I'm an educator. So this would be a great gift for me. And I'm sure other teachers would love it. So all I did here is this is just a box of K-Cups that I bought from Walmart. And I looked at all the boxes there. All the ones are about the same size. So the Starbucks ones, the donut shop ones, like all the 12 count boxes are approximately the same size. So this should work on pretty much any 12 count box. And it's just a little belly band. So I thought how cute to decorate a little belly band. And it just slides on and off. And then I thought, you know what, a little card to go with it. So it's got a little coffee cup on the inside. You can write, thank you for a great year. You can write happy graduation if you're giving a coffee lover a graduation gift. And little 3x3 envelope to go with it. So I'm going to show you how to make this. It's super easy. Let me just move that out of the way quickly. So you start with 2 pieces of cardstock. I went with crumb cake, and these measure 8 inches by 2 inches. So I'm going to need my box here because this is how I scored and did everything. And I'm using tear and tape adhesive for this. You can use the multi-purpose liquid glue. You can use Seal. I would use Seal Plus if you're using Seal, though. You want it to be a little bit stronger. I'm going to use the tear and tape just because I like the width of this. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take one of my cardstock pieces, and I'm going to get as close to that edge as I possibly can because I didn't leave much of an overhang, and that just tears right off. And I kind of pressed it onto itself. And then I'm going to do the same on the other side. Just get right up to it, rip that off. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to take the one without adhesive, and I just kind of put it on the side of the box about even, just eyeball it, and I fold. And then you can turn it over. And I'm taking the adhesive side down. No, I'm going to take the adhesive side up. I lied, sorry. Do the same thing. And I just want to make sure I'm connecting it, like it's going to connect, so that's a little short. So I'm going to do that. And then this one down here should connect. Sorry, I know you can't see that. But I just want to make sure I'm getting that they will connect. So I'm just going to fold and then turn it over. And you can take this off too. And once you get your fold lines where you want them, I just kind of fold it, and you can take your bone folder and just go over it. This just kind of, I tried doing it with like score lines, and I was getting too big of like a gap in the middle. It just wasn't working out for me. So I found this to be way, way easier. So then I'm just going to take it, put it back on the box, and we're going to take off the backing for the tear and tape. I'm going to just take off one at a time. Slide that under there. I'll get in camera so you can see it. And just line it up. That's it. Just lining it up. So now I can flip the box around again, take off the adhesive, and just line it up. And while you're putting it on, it doesn't have to be straight. I just use the box to hold it. So see, and that is it's snug, but it's movable. And the shape of it should be like a perfect square. I think it's a 4x4 square, 4-inch by 4-inch square. So now we're going to decorate this a little bit. So because we use 2 pieces of cardstock, the bottom I'm not really worried about because I don't care about the bottom, but the top I wanted to cover that up. So I have a piece of Early Espresso here, which measures 3 3/4 by 2 inches. So it's the same width as the band, and it's the same length as the top of the box. So 3 3/4 by 2 inches. So I'm gonna move that to the side. I also have a piece of the Neutrals, that's what it is, Neutrals Designer Series paper. There are dots on this side and this cute plaid color on this side. I went with the plaid on the first one. I think I want to do the dots for this one because you know me, I can't make the same thing twice because why? Hello, Amanda. Happy Saturday. I'm live on a Saturday. I keep thinking it's Friday. It's weird. So I'm just going to line that up with my grid paper. And push that down. And now we're going to do a little bit of stamping. So I have the Nothing's Better Than stamp set. And this stamp set, I think it's so cute. There's coffee, cookies, cocktails, and chocolate. All kinds of cute little clever sayings. The cocktails, cookies, coffee, and chocolate. We're going to obviously be using the coffee today. So I'm going to grab out this stamp, and this is a photopolymer stamp set, and it's also a 2-step stamp set. So what that means is, like, if you see the cookie here, you can do the outline in a certain color and the inside in a different one, which is exactly what we're going to be doing with this coffee cup. Let me grab some blocks. I'm going to B block and a C block, and I'm going to pull out some Early Espresso and some crumb cake. So I'm going to get my scrap paper, if I can find a small piece. I don't think I have one, so we're going to use this ginormous one. Move that. We'll start with the Early Espresso, and this is just the outline. I'll stamp it here. And then I'm going to keep that out because I have sentiments to do. So I got the crumb cake, and we're going to use the solid stamp, but I'm going to stamp off. So you can see I've already done it down here. I don't know if you can see that. But so I'm just going to ink it up and then stamp onto my grid paper and then try to line it up the best I can without hitting the camera. That's a little wonky, but it's okay. You get the idea. And stamp onto the coffee cup. So now that is a lot lighter than that because if I'll show you what it looks like. I'm not cutting these ones out anyways. I've already pre-cut one, but there is the outline and full strength. It looks like that, which is fine if that's what you want. I wanted it to be a lot lighter than that, so I didn't want to go full strength. Amanda says it's a cute, super cute stamp set. She doesn't remember seeing this one. This stamp set is in the annual catalog, and I'm going to show you right here in a second. I'm going to grab, these are the strips for my sentiment. It doesn't come with, it was bundled. Now they are separate. It coordinates with the Love You More dies. And they look like this. And there's a cookie, the chocolates, the coffee cup, the cocktail, and then the word. So the word cocktail is there. Chocolate. There's this really cute big one that says love you more than coffee, chocolate, cookies, that kind of thing. So for this project, I used the word coffee and the little coffee cup and cut out that little coffee cup and the word coffee. So those are the die cuts. I just didn't want to pull out my machine and do it. I felt like I'm feeling kind of lazy on a Saturday today, guys. I don't know. So now I'm going to grab the sentiments, and it's from the same stamp set. I'm going to put today's plan is to consume. It says today's plan consume. And then coffee. And then what else did I say? Oh, and be awesome. So that one. I got to clean my stamps real quick so I can use the block. So I have my Stampin' Scrub. I'm just going to grab a little bit of Stampin' Mist, which is just about gone. Really, I'm just going to throw the bottle away because I don't know what I'm keeping it for. I'm going to rub one side on the wet side, one side on the dry side, and we have clean stamps. It is that easy. So I'm going to put those away so I can use these blocks. I'll use that one there and that one there. And I'm not done with crumb cake. I'm going to leave it out because we have to do that little card yet, which is super cute and so quick. It comes together in about 2 minutes. So I have 2 pieces of basic white here. All I did was measured my stamps and went about 1/8 of an inch bigger. So I measured this one for this piece and this one for this piece. And that's really all I did. That's how I get measurements. So if you ever wonder, like, how did she measure that? I just measure the stamp and go about 1/8 of an inch bigger. So it has a nice little border. So today's plan, consume coffee and be awesome. Perfect. I'm done with the early extra. No, I'm not. We have to do the little part. I'm going to clean these off, though, because I'm done with these stamps. Keep saying I'm done. I'm not done. Oh, and I forgot to mention at the beginning of the video, if you are local in the mid-Michigan area, I have an event next weekend in Frankenmuth. So if you are around Frankenmuth next weekend, come out and see me. I will be at the Patriots and Pierogies Festival Saturday and Sunday. So if you're looking for something to do next weekend, come out and see me. So let's put this guy together. So what I did before I die cut my words is I put an adhesive sheet, which try to pull it out that look like this. They're huge. But I just cut them and put them on the paper I need. And then when you die cut it, it makes it almost like a sticker. So there's adhesive already on the back, so I don't have to do anything. I'm just going to lay these out just so I know about where everything's going to go. Move that up a little bit, and then my coffee can go in the middle. I'm just going to try really hard to peel these off. There. And it just comes off like a sticker. I have a little piece there. I'm going to kind of put it a little bit to the side, like sideways, I guess. skew it a little. And then I'm going to grab some mini dimensionals. These ones actually came in a paper pumpkin, but you can buy the full sheets or like big sheets. I just don't want to dig in my adhesive bin. These were right on top. And you know what? Might as well use one for the coffee cup too. You could use a full-size dimensional in that coffee cup, but they're here, so I might as well use the minis. Put that up top. And you could make this say whatever you wanted. So if you weren't into like the today's plan consume coffee stamp, and I know it's off, but you could make it say thank you. You can make it say whatever you want. I just really liked this because who doesn't want to consume coffee and be awesome, right? So now, where is my band? Oh, it's on the box. Convenient. So now we can put this on our box or our belly band. And then we can make our little mini card, which, like I said, takes maybe 2 minutes. It's so super quick. So I'm just going to line it up. I don't know if you can see that. I'll line up the top part. So just make it flush with the box. I'm just putting my finger there so I don't have any overhang. And straight down. Perfect. And it comes, like I said, it comes right off. Comes right off. There it goes. So it comes right off. And you can slide it back on. I think that's super cute. So now let's make our little mini 3x3 card. I have to find a place to put this box. I'll put it over there. I'm running out of room. So for our little mini 3x3 card, I have a piece of crumb cake that is 3x6 inches, scored at 3 inches. We're just going to burnish that really quickly. And then I have a piece of early espresso that is 2 1/4 or 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. A piece of that designer series paper, but I'm going to flip it and use the other side. Oh, I didn't use the other side, did I? I said, wait, did I? Yes, I did. Oh my goodness, I'm losing my mind. This is 2 1/2 by 2 1/2, and then a piece of basic white that is 2 3/4 by 2 3/4, and a little scrap of basic white that I have no idea what size it is. It's just 1/8 of an inch bigger than the stamp. The stamp I'm using comes from the Flowers of Friendship stamp set, and I'm just going to use the little card, big thanks. I love this stamp for 3x3 cards because it is a little card, but it's a big thanks. So this, like I said, would be perfect for a teacher gift, something like that. I am done with crumb cake. I don't know why I was thinking I wasn't. I'm just going to ink this up. Tap, 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 not pushing super hard. Checking, make sure I got ink all over the stamp. Line it up with my grid paper. I'm not pushing super hard, just making sure. That's a little crooked, or try again. Try it one more time. That's much better. First one was way crooked. Oh, I don't want to put that away yet. I'm going to grab that coffee cup again. And I'm not going to stamp the inside. I'm just going to put a little bit of coffee on the inside of the card just to match that belly band. And then I have a 3x3 envelope somewhere in my life. There it is. And I'm going to stamp the flap of it with the coffee cup as well. Make it all matchy-matchy. So that's really it for stamping. And now all we have to do, put this card together. Super quick. So if you need a last minute little teacher thank you, this is super quick and easy. I don't know what is going on outside, but I hear people talking. It sounds like they're right under my window. I am going live. Don't they know? All right, let's put this together. So I'm going to take my designer series paper, a piece of seal, I'm going to run the seal along the paper, put it on my early espresso, put the early espresso onto the crumb cake. And if this looks textured, it is. Years and years and years and years ago, Stampin' Up! Used to have cardstock called Coordinations cardstock, and the inside was lighter. Like you could rip it. It was like lighter than that color. I still have some left, and I'm talking like this is from 2012. So when I was going through my paper scraps, I just grabbed a scrap of early espresso, and that just so happens to be what it is. It's the coordinations cardstock. That's how long I've been using this stuff, guys. I'm just going to take, I got confused for a minute. That's right, that one was wonky. So we're going to take this, and I just lined it up with the designer series paper. And then to finish the card, grab some of these polished dots, which are super cute. There's like a petal pink one, and a clear. And I'm just going to grab the clear. There are two sizes. So I'm going to use one of the big ones. Oh, and that looks really cute with the polka dots. Glad I went with polka dots for the second one. And that is it. Let me grab. So this was our original. They match. And I'll grab the box again. Super cute, right? Or you can mix and match them if you wanted. How cute is that? I kind of like them mixed and matched. Which one do you guys prefer? Let me know in the comments. So I apologize again for not being live yesterday, but I am so happy that you were able to come today. Again, if you're watching the replay, leave a comment, say hello. I would love to chat with you. I will be live tomorrow in my VIP group with the next week's all new projects. I'll be having a new project there in the VIP group. I think at like 10 a.m. I don't know, we have a busy day tomorrow, so it's going to be early. I will be live back here on this page next Friday. So I hope you all have a great weekend and a great Saturday. And thanks so much for watching. I'll see you all next time.